Mic check, mic check. We are going live. Let's post a link there in the room. Here we go. Bracket. Liven it up. All right, let me know if that link works for you guys. And I'll type over to chat. What's up, Jason? All right, you guys light me up. You guys tell me where you guys are from. How about that? Tonight, post me into the chat. Let me know where you are coming from. I'm gonna crank this music on down here and I'm gonna get right into some chats here tonight. I'm gonna be doing a review on some of the traders in our crew here. I'm going to be sharing a stream here in just a moment, and everything is looking good there. Awesome. Let's come on down here into the training window. Don't forget, folks, trading is risky. We are going to be doing some ALGOBOX here tonight. And again, remember all those risks. Understand you read everything there on the disclaimer, disclosures, all that kind of good stuff. And if trading is for you, this also might be the place for you. All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gents. My name is Vinny Emini, and I like to do trading. What's up? We have open mic tonight. You guys are welcome to come on board. Come chat me up. I'm gonna go straight into the Ask Vinny questions section here. Try to get a few of these banged out here first and get warmed up while people are coming on. Let me know if the music is too loud or if I'm coming through all right. I wanna make sure that everything is just perfect so that we are sounding loud and clear. I don't want any of that hokey pokey. Can anybody let me know out in the chat if everything sounds good, or tell me like voice up, song down, music down. Just tell me exactly where it needs to be, or if we're right where we're at, fantastic on that too. Let's get to it. All right, somebody said, hey Vinny, hope all's good. Could you please review my video in the mentorship? Heck yeah, we will. Thank you. Be as critical as possible. Do not leave anything. I need to improve more. Oh, well. Why? Certainly. All right, so Neo, I'm gonna start with that one. Yours will be first here this evening. You would take the song down a hair. All right, thank you, my friend. Taking her down another hair here. Bam. How about that? In fact, I'm gonna change the playlist to let's do something a little more hype. Let's go to and where's my cool playlist? Hold on, I'm missing a playlist here. Must be rusty. Here we go. Hahaha. This is my jam right here. It always gets me hyped. Let's go. I swear this makes you play games better too. All right, let's roll. So, just looking to practice, and I'm practicing on my days. I know what happened in the market, so it's not real practice. Can you give me something in January, February this year? Maybe one of those months? If you just tell me month and week, what the EGI is, that will work on in dirty, down and dirty, no need to post JPEG files. Bobber, oh, he's talking about Bobber. Bobber mentions using 24 range if you don't access specific ranges. Okay, yes, that's a good, so somebody has asked this before. It's okay. When we are talking about, oh, let me take that visualizer off. Audio visualizer, let's get that out of the way. All right, so the, if you're doing market replay, here is what you need to know. For optimizations, so the question is, what should I set for my range or my mids when I'm doing market replay when we don't have the optimizations? Well, you can go look them up. Okay, you can go, okay, well, I'm gonna go practice this day, so I'm gonna go search the premium members chat. Okay, go to premium members only chat, and when we post those at the beginning of the week, probably the easiest way to find that. You can actually search for the key term, and you can do it that way. Or here is the fresh alternative that I always tell everybody that you should probably get used to, okay? 24R. Okay, what is that? When in doubt, 24. Real simple, okay? Think about 24 hours in a day. There's a lot of reasons around why we do 24. This has to do with our 10 and 15 tick targets up to a 25. So this is one level below a 25, which is a 2 target scenario. In most cases, when generically for the markets that we trade, we are looking for that 10, 15, 25 scenario. So just remember, do 24 range. That is really the key to that. So to answer his question, what should he set for his range when he's doing market replay? This is it right here. Okay, so put that in your notes if you are just trying to figure out what you should do. 24 range for the range and move on. Or again, if you really want it down to the, while you're in your final 40 days and you really just want everything absolutely perfect, then yes, go ahead and go search for the little box. Which one am I talking about? I'll go ahead and go down here to the example of that and go to premium members only. Here's the one from this week, for instance. So you would come right in here and go, okay, so what do you want to practice? So if you're going to practice the NASDAQ this week, it would be the 30 range right there, right? For NASDAQ, for ES, it'd be 31, crude oil would be 26. You get the gist, right? So you can go look it up on this chart, but again, when in doubt, just set that to 24 and assume that all of them set to 24, and you're going to be okay there on market replay. It's not going to be down to the absolute, penny for our optimizations, but that is going to get you in a good spot there for your market replay. Next question. Let's go back to asking any questions. Good question. Something I'm not come across yet as I'm new is how to control the voice that says fib dot on the NQ and 5s, harmonic pattern NQ on the 5s. How do we change the setting on the voice to give you alerts? I think somebody probably answered that for you. Yeah, so there you go. Inside the settings, sound alert. This is for every algorithm that we have pretty much. There are some exceptions that do not have an audio cue on them. I think a cross is an example, like we don't have a single cross, but we do have one for a double cross. So all the audio settings are gonna be in each one of these. So if you wanna change any setting on any one of those, you go right inside, hit that button right there. There's gonna be a drop down. We have quite a few that we've loaded up, over 2,100 sounds for you guys, specifically across multiple instruments, across multi-time frames. So you should be able to find the one that you want. If you don't have the one that you want, you can also create your own custom sounds. We have a video on how to do that down in our little technical support section. So if you guys do want something more specific on that, you can definitely pop that in over there and you make your own sounds. We even show you how to do that. There are a lot of websites where you can create your own sound, you can type in a word, be like, I want it to say, Johnny, you're the best. Every time you hit a target, and you can pop that in, whatever you want to do. So it's cool. All right, Foster said, Vinny, would you say that using support and resistance in a general way, what? In a general way, is useful to help from the bias of direction in a given session? Here's an example from the tide. I love that he gave me an example because generalized questions without this. Okay, he's going for an example here. Here's an example from the tide chart back in February. Maybe this would help Forsaken with his question about forgetting to look at the tide and wave, seeing the lower rope and the VL1 level come into play. Really seemed to be some good HTF confluence. Okay, so Foster the Scott is coming from ICT. So first I'm going to give him an applause for getting making it through that alive. But you got some old bad habits. Support and resistance is not a thing here. I don't talk about support and resistance for a lot of reasons. Support and resistance is for losers. Let that sink in. I'm gonna have a drink while you think about what I just said. Support and resistance is for losers. You know why? Because 90 to 95% of traders think that support and resistance is a thing. Therefore, support and resistance will put you in the gauge of the mindset of 95% of traders. And what do 95% of traders do? They lose. So I start from the premise of that's going to be a real hard question for me, but let's say you're going to look and tell me that there's resistance here, okay? I see you draw a line of resistance, okay? Let me think about why. What did he have there for resistance? You guys help me out. What do you guys think he drew there for resistance? You don't see, you only hear. Is the live stream working, or y'all saying it doesn't work? Is it just one person having a problem? Press refresh, breaking the Da Vinci Code.
No, it's working.
You can see it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, press F5, buddy. If you're from ICT, we'll pray for you. Okay, resistance. Who's got a guess as to why he drew that line at resistance? Where's my standard analyst? Who wants to be my analysis person for tonight? Like standard analysis, why did he choose that as resistance? Somebody want to step up to the mic?
Doesn't look like we have any takers there.
No takers? All right, I'm going to try to take it, but I'm going to let you guys correct me, okay? I believe he drew a line right there because in general, most people draw support and resistance on what? If you're going to draw a line across your chart in not our system, but in normal, you know, those of you guys who've been around the markets and have heard, you know, every YouTuber on the planet tell you support and resistance, what are you usually looking for? If you're looking on the left-hand side of the chart, what are we looking for, Curtis? Can you tell us?
Multiple points where it came down and went back up, or went up and went down.
And what do we call one of those?
Pivot.
A pivot, right there. So pivots. Okay, so let's count how many pivots. He drew a line right here, so let's see. I think he's counting pivot, 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 pivot is why I'm assuming he's saying that that's resistance. Everybody kind of follow that so far? Okay. So, I mean, it's neat. In hindsight, yeah, when you're right here and you're like, wow, that was some serious resistance. Well, was it resistance or, you know, then coming from the bottom? I think it's interesting because he's got support on the bottom and he's got resistance on the top. So, I mean, listen, first of all, he's already flipped this backwards, which is no surprise because he learned from ICT, right? So, support means we're pushing you up. Resistance means we're pushing you down. So he's literally even got these flipped. And again, no surprise, he learned from ICT. So first thing you do is remember that everything that ICT ever told you is probably bullshit, number one. And you should flip these anyway. So one time it's support, one time it's resistance, but on top it would be support to support you pushing up, and resistance would be if you're trying to come up to come down. So that's a tough one. Am I chugging a Lone Star? No, this is a thin Smirnoff Ice Original. Very tasty. It's very, very fresh. And after that ICT bomb drop of a video today, I mean, we got to celebrate something, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Did you guys like that video? I mean, that was a banger. Hey, let's give Hunter a hand. Hunter FX. Wow. Man, I wish I could video edit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Curtis, what'd you think about that video editing he did there?
I mean, it looks almost the same, similar quality as CoffeeZilla.
I mean, that was pro. That was some pro level stuff right there. I mean, one day I remember, because of all this exposure stuff that I'm doing, I was tempted at one point to rename this channel to VinnyZilla and and have another Vinny Emini channel and a separate ALGOBOX thing so I could like keep all of my stuff separate, because you guys who are tired of hearing me like bust these scammers, or you know, I know some people are getting tired of it and they just want to like, hey, I just want the trading stuff, so like I'm going to separate all that out. I'm telling you, well, come May the 4th, everything is about to change. So those of you guys who've been hanging out with us for a while and you're trying to figure out what's what, Godzilla E-Mini. Yeah, so, you know, I might have a VinnyZilla channel where we do all the scammers and scammers.io stuff. Pardon me. So, that may happen. But yeah, he just totally destroyed that video today. It really looked cool. Wow, it was awesome. And again, he didn't hit all the points, didn't expect him to, but I think he did such a great job with the short window of time that he did it on. It was awesome. So he's asking, should we use support and resistance? I mean, I don't see any reason to do that whatsoever right here. Just being honest. I can say, like, what did we have right here? What's I know you guys got a little bit of a delay, but tell me what you guys see right here. Type it out in the chat if you guys see what I'm pointing at right there. What am I pointing at?
A two finger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a two finger. Yeah, that is a two finger, right? Two finger, and it's in the down direction. And is the box touching the river line? Yes. What's Vinny's rules around that? Why not just follow my rules? It's a lot simpler, right? And I don't like, would you have counted this as support and resistance by the point you got right here? Maybe not, right? So I don't know. Again, and should we take anything off of the 89? No, there's too much risk here on the 89. So again, I would just encourage you guys, like, watch my videos. Trust me on this. You do not have to totally read the matrix here. You do not have to know every, like the highest time frame. You do not need to be able to predict the matrix, if you will, of all things. You need to generally know what the direction is that we're going. At this point, just looking at this chart right here, are we ascending or descending? All right, really all we need to know is that we're descending. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. On the high time frame, I just want to know what is my bias. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys all the time, like remind you of this. All I'm doing is establishing a bias off the high time frame. Now, if there's a play off the top, I go, okay, what's my general bias? I'm going down, great. What was my latest play? And I have this all laid out, folks, in one of my, Curtis, do you remember what video it is? Like, I know it's in our series there, but at some point I'm going to break every single little thing out. Now, I just had to talk with somebody tonight that complained that I have 111 videos. And I was just like, that's it? I'm like, 111, that's all? Well, first of all, I've got over 1,000 videos. Like, if you counted all my channels, there's thousands of videos that I've done over the last 5 years. Let's see, we're in 2016, so we got 6 years now coming up. And on my main channel, like literally I saw the number that are actually out there full public and everything is like 960 something. So when I'm like, listen, I only have to watch these 111, that's the core of everything that's necessary to learn to go through our program. And I'm like, you're balking at 111, man, don't go talk to ICT. I mean, that guy wants you to spend 1.5 years like groveling at his BS. Like, oh my word. Listen, 111 videos goes by quickly, but in those, there is one of these that walks through the order of operations, okay? I call it the OOPs. Oops, right? But order of operations, right? The order of operations, you're going to be looking for the latest signal on this, and that's what you're going to be going off of. Well, the most recent one on this play was a red touch of the super bands, right? And a push down. So I'm looking to the bias is going to be short. My biggest plays are to the short. And remember what I just said, biggest plays. Does that mean I can't trade long? No, everybody should know by now. We've repeated this a lot. Just because my bias is down and my latest signal is short, can I take a perfect setup to the long side? Yes. Should I hold it for a big position? No. Can I scalp it up to the long side? Yes. Should I be trying to hold out for a hero trade? No. You guys get the point with that. All I care about in the high time frames are can I take a big runner? And because again, those are a bonus. It's like if you go out there and all we care about is going to your job, making your money. The bonus stuff is if you did a really great job. You know, your employer is like, man, you've been just outstanding this last quarter, crushing it. We're going to give you a bonus, whatever. That means you did extra work. Think about what I just said. It means you did extra work. It is not necessary work. I want you to write that down. Extra is not the same. Okay. All right, make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Extra is not the same as required. It is not required to know the high time frame. It is not. Okay. But you can make a bonus. If you got the extra credit, all right, this is standard stuff from school. You know that you're getting paid for extra credit. You get to do that extra credit homework assignments because you did extra. You get the bonus, okay? The bonus money comes with the extra credit. So I'm not going to discount you from getting a good analysis of the high time frame. In fact, you want a good person to go listen to, right? Go listen to Mike Schwartz. Mike Schwartz is doing an excellent job of doing high time frame analysis, standard technical analysis on high time frame stuff. Maybe help, go see him each night. I think he's doing like 3, shorter videos per day. Don't count me on that. I mean, I'm not sure how many he's doing now. I've been pretty busy lately with a lot of stuff, life. I told you guys just recently, just a lot of stuff changing me with me and my personal life and stuff that we're doing with family and whatnot, and business, new website and all that's coming out here. And just, what are we, 9 days away? So, but again, this is bonus, so be careful. Don't sweat the high time frame, because I think that's what's happening. I really want to drive that home right now because of the question that's here is people are concerning themselves with, well, I don't think I'm really paying attention to the high time frame. In fact, their whole thing was, hey, I'm getting tunnel vision. I'm looking at only the lowest time frame, and you're kicking yourself for it. Look, don't kick yourself for it. I have also said how many times, don't have to be perfect to be profitable. However, profitability is different between person to person. That is a difference between, one guy, same looking trade there, can make 100, the other guy can make 300, the other guy can make 1,000, the other guy can make 1,500. These are scenarios that can occur, and it really just depends on where that high time frame analysis was, or just, it can sometimes it can be their own dexterity. The person clicked the button before the other person did. Is somebody being disturbing out there? You hear double sound? Yeah, breaking DaVinci, I would just close down all of your browsers and just relaunch one. You probably got a couple of browsers going on in the background there, something like that. But it's not on our side. Okay, so the answer here, seeing the low rope and the VL1 come into play really seem to be good. HTF confluence. So he's talking about high time frame confluence. Again, if you can catch it with high time confluence, absolutely great. But does that stop you from being able to make 5 trades in a session targeting T1, T2? Doesn't stop you at all. And what do we live on? We live on T1, T2, right? Everything else is bonus. Okay. So keep that in mind on that. Don't sweat the high time frame too much. Go through our order of operations. Remember, start at the high time frame. Look at the high time frame signal when you've established. First thing is what market is moving at your speed. Let's talk about that real quick. How many of you guys remember this from our videos? Right, you should. Speed is everything. What is speed? Is super duper fast good? Hopefully you say no. Is super duper slow good? No. Now, are there advantages to each? Yeah, super duper fast, man, I can make money so fast. Yeah. But sometimes it's too quick, right? And what about slow? Well, slow is like, wow, man, I got all the time in the world to think about this play. But man, sometimes slow is also the one that grinds you into positions. It just grinds you out. You're taking more time to make less and all that kind of whatnot. So you don't really, you've got, red. Okay. Super fast, maybe not so great. Slow, maybe not so great. But man, right there, which market is going at your pace? Right now, I like mine a little bit faster. Yeah, I like mine on NQ, still my top dog favorite, right? That sucker moves fast. But on an FOMC day or it's earnings report season and it's a Wednesday, do I want to touch this? Most of the time, no. If earnings reports for Google's coming out that night and I'm floating around in the NASDAQ, or any one of the FANG stocks is going to release that night and you're farting around with NASDAQ on a low time frame, have you guys ever tried to trade that? Okay, like, you do not want that. All right, you don't want to deal with it. It's too fast, right? But your pace, what is your pace? You want, and I always tell people, like, when you're driving your car, just most people can, they can relate to driving a car. And 45 miles per hour is like that perfect speed in a vehicle. You could pull the top down in a Corvette, like ACT, right? Does he have? I don't forget. Does he have a rag top? I can't believe he's got 2 white Corvettes that he's flipping, and neither one of them is a convertible. It's just so weird to me. But anyhow, if you wanted to put the top down on your Corvette like ICT, okay, and why he's lost all his hair and why he had to get some hair plugs, the whole thing. If you're going 70 miles an hour down the freeway driving in one of those, like, that's stupid. You get your face ripped off, right? 45 miles an hour though, that's like, Sunday driving. A good Sunday drive, driving down freeway, out in the roads, 45 miles per hour is perfect. You find your 45 mile per hour, your pace, and that is the instrument you want to do. Look at that instrument. Now look at the high time frame for that instrument. Get the last setup on that one. So your bias, when their bias matches the last signal, those 2 things, well, now you've confirmed your biggest plays are going to be either long or going to be short. You put that in your mind, that's it. Now you've got your finger hovering, and if, let's say that you just want to hit the big side, fine. Then go, well, if they're short, if it's to the short side, then guess what? You only have to hover your mouse over what button? One button, the sell button, right? The sell. And so you hover your mouse over that button and you just wait until something comes into king timing on the SMLKs, and then you get your strategy entry set up. I don't know, headshot, 2-finger salute, PRZ cross, shark back, shark tail, whatever it is that comes up on that setup. Take the play, manage your risk, pop your stop where it's supposed to be, let the targets do the targeting. Make sense? All right, hopefully that's helpful. Any questions around that, pop them in the chat. I'll try to get them answered. Can't drive 55, KC? in the van? Is that too fast for the van? Awesome. I'm nearing the end of my 40 days. I have found I managed to get more out of the 5s time frame by altering the graph slightly. The default graph does not include the SMOK or the bid-ask lines indicators, so I add these. What's interesting about so the 5s, it depends on how you have things arranged. So in general, those are going to be, oops. So the 5s is going to be up top, and the 2s in general, again, there are differences. Yeah, but he's saying in general he likes the 5s better. Again, I think I know what he's saying. But in that case, what do I tell people to do? Well then, put the 5 down here and bump this number up. Okay, so again, he's still trying to do things he probably shouldn't do. If the SMOK lines are not on this chart, you can add those. In fact, they should be. If they were not in the last release, they need to be there. So in the next release, they will be. So SMOK timing lines should be here if yours are not. Actually, Curtis, do you remember? I mean, is that happening on our most recent release? I thought I had put those on there. Are they not on the 5s?
I believe that they are.
I thought so too. So, I mean, if he's accurate in that, I mean, we did just do a release. I put it out, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Maybe 3 weeks ago now? I think it is. So he may not have the latest version. I'm not sure. But yes, first of all, your SMOK lines absolutely should be on there. But just the way that you're describing it, just make sure that I would put this to 5. I'd make this an 8. And then I'd go to town. So, and the bid-ask lines, that's a little bit odd. So bid-ask is really only to show you spread. I really do not see you needing the spread up here. Okay, listen, a lot of people give advice, but y'all have to be very careful listening to people, okay? Like this is another one of those examples where somebody says something, but listen, if you listen to this guy and he told you why he did that, you need to close your ears, okay? No offense to Kiwi Trader, he's brand new. I had a call with him the other day and whatnot, but this is bad thinking. That bid-ask lines thing is really only there to tell me when the markets are way too wide a spread on something, and it's like an after hours type of situation or scenario, and it's more like glossy than it is necessity. So it's very odd that he's talking about that. This is very dangerous when this is like losing the forest for the trees thing, right? We're trying to chop down a tree, and he's asking about a scalpel. You're using the wrong tool, bro, okay? Just trying to help you out. That's the wrong tool. You're not trying to cut down a cherry tree with a scalpel. A scalpel's a great cutting tool, but not for cutting trees, right? Maybe cutting people open. I always forget to do this, so real quick, do me a favor. Go over there and smash that like button for me. Right down there. It's right down here somewhere. Right here, right there, somewhere. Smash that like button for me. Good stuff. I don't know. I get getting trolled for not getting people to grow our channel, so smash it. Let's do it. Oh shoot, something happened to my live stream. Did I just break my live stream? Y'all smashed the like button so hard that it broke the YouTube algorithms. Way to go. Y'all smashed it. Excellent. All right. Hello, good sir. While practicing market replay, I've noticed that I forget to check higher time frames for signal. Oh, same thing. Okay, so Forsaken, that one was for you. I answered that question. Multiple people had that question. And again, there is that same video as well on the order of operations, but I think we covered that one pretty good for you. Just saw this one. Structure. No structure, can't be determined, don't trade it. Yeah, that's a good one. We've talked about that before. Oftentimes our structure is going to be off of something very clear, because almost the majority of all of our trades are off of a harmonic now. So this is an old video, you can tell. This is pre-harmonics, fairly certain. We almost solved that by default now. This is a pretty old video, I can tell, because my short haircut and I'm a lot skinnier. So, I don't know if I'm a lot skinnier, but yeah, anyhow, you know what I'm saying. So, important structure, yes, but harmonics are already giving you auto structure. And some people asked about the double cross, double move. Does everybody understand what structure? Like, if I were to ask you, pop quiz, what structure is a double cross, double move? It might be a little bit of a trick question. Anybody know? What structure is a double cross, double move? I don't even know. Curtis might not even know that one. You know what that one is, Curtis? If you had a shot on that one, what would you say?
Consolidation.
Yeah, but structure-wise, it is a consolidation here after a move up into it. What is the structure? Somebody said impulse leg. Yeah, so somebody got an ABCD. Somebody said ACDC. It's all, yeah. So these are all good answers. I think y'all. So accumulation, distribution. So this is a distribution leg, right? This is an accumulation. It's a brief, quick accumulation and a push, right? But it is also a couple other things. It is two things. Oftentimes it can be a flag. Some would call it a pennant because it's usually short. Okay, so the structure is technically a flag or a pennant, and we're continuing to push, but it is also the ABCD. Whoever said the ABCD, also give yourself credit.
You'd.
Excellent. And what harmonic? Here's a pop quiz for everybody. You know, again, this stuff we don't really talk about because it's not really necessary. This is like theoretical stuff. But what harmonic? Pop quiz. Let's see if you can get this one. This is bonus question. You already, again, not necessary. This is just like the high time frame thing. Not necessary to know this, but pop quiz. What harmonic is a standard ABCD? Oof. What do you got that one? What harmonic is an ABCD?
Diamond.
Yes, whoever said diamond, I see Kiwi Trader typed it out. It is a diamond. Interesting. Very cool.
I see it too.
Very good. Oh, you typed it and wrote it. Look at this guy. Kiwi Trader's all over it. Yes, it is a diamond because an ABCD, so here's the continuation of that right there, ends up looking like this. Double cross, double move is going to be an equal leg here with an equal leg over here, and it is going to be one of these. So it would be more traditional if you saw it like this, you would know, right? But the harmonic is drawn like this, and this would be a red one, but I'm going to draw it green anyways because we are drawing it from here to here to here to right here. This is why it's a diamond, so your PRZ is up here. And what do I love having in here? Some form of dot. Whether get a green dot, give me a red dot, give me a pink dot, give me a blue dot, any one of these in this section, and I want to take that play, right? But if I'm catching it and I've got the double cross right here, so yeah, a little bit of some pop quiz trivia there. You know, understanding the behind the scenes, like under things. Is it necessary for our system? No, because I just tell you what to do, right? Like, all right, double cross, double move. I'm entering in right here. I'm getting my measurement, pow, pow. I'm targeting right there. You know, boom. Do you need to know all this stuff? No. Do you want to know it? Sure, why not? Any other questions around any of that? Yeah, all you guys who said diamond, y'all nailed it. There's one in play right now. YM on the DCDM. Oh, very nice, very nice. Gotta tell us what time frame though. You're gonna say it. Not just YM. What time frame? Does this work for Forex pairs? It does. Absolutely does. And if you're using the brokers that we use, then you also will have volume, which means, now again, if you're using a Tongo Schlong broker, then no. If you're using one of those ones that ICT uses to fake all his trades, then no. Because you're using some offshore broker BS, then no. You know, his TD Ameritrade little stunt that he's pulling right now, ooh, so cute, right? But yeah, his stuff. Twos, baby, on the twos. If you're seeing a DCDM on the twos, man, those are my favorite plays right there. Actually, I really like them off the ones because, woof, they're fast. You gotta be careful on those ones, but they usually give you time to hit on those. So, going from the MetaTrader 4 world, it's all right, man. Everybody needs to change at some point. MetaTrader 4 is, you know, so many people faking it. I hope you know about MetaTrader 4, right? Like, if you're watching anybody showing you MetaTrader 4 results, you instantaneously should like raise an eyebrow. You know, that's the stuff that ICT and his little minions push all the time. I mean, they're all like, oh no, I mean, after they got busted, they're like, oh no, I can do it on TradingView. Of course, then they change everything they do, and now they're cherry picking. So now it's a whole different type of con game. Like, oh, I'm not doing that one over there. Now I'm just doing this one over here where I'm cherry picking everything. Yeah, bro. Disgusting what they do. That's all right. They're getting called out, getting called to the carpet, and I'm hoping he gets us to do some legal stuff. Because once we go Discovery, man, we're gonna show you guys everything about the old ICT. He is a scoundrel. All right, so let's go. Yeah, out of MetaTrader 4. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm at the half-hour mark. So I am going to then we're gonna go do somebody's review. Setting up my lunch ALGOBOX lunchbots. Okay. So I can start my trial. Okay, so Will the Bill, I got a message for you, bro. You're putting a cart before the horse, bro. You are not qualified to understand how Lunchbox is going to work, and you should not be doing this in a 2-week free trial. You need to focus on how the rest of the system works before you start trying to do automated stuff, bro. Should I wait for the new website to go up before buying gold or use the old website? I can't answer that question though. I definitely do not think you should wait for the new website. It will be more. This is the last time. The current setup, the current stuff that is on the old website, it's the last time I'm giving away gold knives. This is your last chance if you haven't got your gold knife, which I saw a bunch of you people got your gold knives last week. Hopefully you guys are loving those. Golden knives, that's the old Vinny Emini. All right, ALGOBOX Pro, no golden knives. Second thing, in gold is not going to include the 3 fully automated robots. Those are not going to be included in the new website. That will be a whole separate thing, platinum members only, separate complete pack, and there will be a yearly maintenance on the new website. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys do want to get in, you want to get on the old website. So that's an easy answer for that. You do want to get on the old website. And there are 2 payment plan options now for lifetime gold on there. So I would say that's pretty much a no-brainer to me. If you're asking my opinion, that is what it is. All right, I see somebody with a 2-part question, so I'm going to break the rules here. I'm going to do one more question answer here for this one. I got the free trial a year ago. Whoa, a year ago, when I didn't take this trading thing seriously, thought it was another scam. I've been scammed before. Yep, that's this whole industry. I'd love another crack at it. Okay, sure, even though just for a day or 2, it's no biggie. Hey man, I'll give you free 2 weeks. Bertel Jal Day 002. If you're listening to this, you can do it for another 2 weeks if you like, my friend. If you need more time, let me know. We are super flexible because we know, unlike Jigsaw, the longer you use Jigsaw, the more you regret buying it. With us, the longer you use our system, the more you love it. So what we know is go ahead and use it all you like. You're probably going to want it. If you bought Jigsaw, I feel sorry for you. You are probably in that situation where you are regretting having ever touched that garbage. But let's go on to the next one. What is the difference between algo bars and range bars? Ooh, that's a long conversation. Curtis hooked you up with a great video right there. Why time charts are useless, and that will explain both of those. Let's go party. All right, we have a new room right over here where people have dropped their videos, and somebody stepped up to the plate. Was it NinjaTrader? He asked for me to review his... where'd it go?
It's in the trade vids for review.
All right, I'll head over there. All right, so is this him here? New video's up. All right, here we go. NeoDrox has requested some critiques. Let's go. 11 minutes. Let's do this. We're doing this raw. Doing it live. All right, let's feed. Wait. Hold on. Why is it fuzzy? Okay. Here we go. All right, first thing, let me look at his layout. So layout here, are we approved? Let's look. We got NQ here, that's good because his buttons are centered. This is good. We got ES at the top right, that looks good. YM to when you shake your head up and down, yes. So YM with the Y, starting with the YM, yes, up and down, it looks good. And over here on the right, yeah, okay. He's got everything laid out exactly the way that I would do it, perfect. He's got a little bit different colorings on his bars. He's got them a little bit lighter color, that's cool. He's got, what levels are we at? Is that the 5s? 5s and 8s. Okay, so he's moved up again a notch, which is fine. I told you guys, like, sometimes when these are fast, it's a good idea to do that. Here we've got the 2s, got the 1s for ES, that's accurate. And YM, what do we got for YM? Okay, 2s. So the one he's moved up, the adjustment is here on the NQ, which is good, means the day that he's probably practicing on, this is going to be a faster day. He's done the accurate thing. So take a note of this, folks. If NQ or the markets in general are moving fast, what you want to do is bump it up a notch. It's like shifting gears. I teach you guys, like you're driving a car, you want to shift gears. If it's moving too fast, just clink, just shift up. Again, don't do too much. Go up 1 notch, just 1 notch at a time. Trust me, it's a lot. With the algo bars, it's hard to explain how the bar sizes work with that, but just trust me, you're on the 2s and you bump to 3s, it's a big jump, okay? If you're going from 4s to 5s, it's a big jump. He's all the way up on the 5s. That is pretty big. Again, 5s are usually riding here for us. So he's got that. All right, without further ado, let's play it in. I've got the assessment of how he's got it right here. Might be a little hard for you guys to see. I'm going to pull myself out of the way here and remove this. Bing. All right, let's go. Oh, I like the music already. I approve. All right. So across the boards, I've got Mac V greens across the board. Everybody notice this? So again, if you're in Discord, you probably already know, but I've got green, green, green. But right here, this one is red. Everybody recognize that? So this is my first assessment. My big picture is long, right? All defaults right now for me. I would mentally be thinking my big plays I want to the long side. If I'm going short, I need to be thinking T1. Everybody got that? Let's go.
Fib dot, Nasdaq on the 5s. Order.
Okay, he just went, he took a buy, and he said HMD blue power dot. Okay, I see the power dot there. It's inside of the large and king, and this is an HMD, yes, because he's inside of a PRZ. So he's got the PRZ with the dot. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got to zoom way in. There is a dot right there. A little bit hard to see, but it is there. There was a red right behind it, so a little bit tricky on this one, but it's a good play. It's inside, close enough. We've already touched inside the PRZ. We've got a blue dot. He's right here in the large king timing zone, so worth a shot. Where's my stop? Right below the blue dot. Again, low risk, good play, and look at his target. What do you see? There's a target right there. I got that for target. So the first thing that he should do right now, after he's entering the position, I would be grabbing, since we are with the long side, remember I already told you my long side bias, which means I don't just want T1 here. So if I had to choose, pop quiz for everybody, I've got two targets right here. Which target am I grabbing and throwing out to our runner target PRZ, gold PRZ? Which target should I grab? Target 1 or target 2? Everybody type a 1 if you think it's 1. Type me a 2 if you think you should move 2. Let's see what we got. Man, look at you guys. Y'all are too smart. Like, oh, we have a little bit of discrepancies. Okay, little discrepancy, but most people are saying T1 and you're popping it out. Yes, if you said T1, here's why. Here it is, folks. You need to know this. This is very specific to my strategy and the way that I target things. Remember, the majority of all instruments is green. I know you might have been thinking, if you thought, well, the majority of this one's red though for NQ. That's true, but remember, this being red, when all the others are green, the best bias is still, I want to go with the higher time frame. I'm getting more opportunities here. When this one's shifting out, oftentimes this red can go green and you can get some of your biggest plays out of the odd man out. Think about what I just said. Now you might be thinking, well, sometimes NASDAQ is the leader, so it's telling you where it's going. There is some validity to that, but I'm just telling you my general rules are I'm going with the majority rules. Oftentimes NASDAQ is going to move out the fastest and back in the fastest as well. So if the bias overall, remember I started out saying that it should be long because I've got 3 over 1, right? This is a 3-to-1 scenario. Longs have it. So if I'm pushing out targets, I am trying to go between T1 and I've got T2 or the long side. Well, I know that I'm more likely or less likely to hit T2 because I have longs. What is it? Am I more likely or less likely to hit T2 on the long side because we are longs favorable? Think about it. You answered it would be more likely. Yes, I am more likely to hit T2 on a scenario like this because the majority is long. So therefore, this guy's the odd man out. This is free money right here. I'm like, well, I'm probably going to hit this one. So this is where I'm going to put my risk. I'm going to calculate my risk out. And I'm going to grab T1. Again, I'm teaching you guys how I do it. You don't have to. There's no absolute, not telling you, you must do it like this. I'm telling you what I do. I'm grabbing T1 and I'm popping that one out. Okay. Again, my worst case scenario, if the thing pops back down, I'm closing out. Remember, everything that we do here is about risk and reward. So I know my risk already. My calculated risk is already there. I have an opportunity for a bonus play in this scenario. I've got 3 over 1. I'm not 50-50 here. I've got a king timing right here too as well. So I'm going to push that one out there to this one. I know what you might be thinking. Well, I might be nervous about that. That's true. We could pop down there. And yes, I could just stop out right there. That could happen. But I'm going to move my T1 out and I'm going to see if I can get that to run for me. Okay, that's the answer. Let's go.
Dot, NASDAQ on the MACV. Target filled.
See, you moved it too. Look, he hit so fast. Look at that. He had no time, right? 0 time. You see what I'm saying like that right there? So, yes. I mean, did you see it was like pow, pow. It hit both of them so quick. Don't you want free money? Do you guys not like free money? That is a free money trade. You lost 5 ticks right there of free money. You should have grabbed T1, pushed it out a little bit, get a little more than just that T1. Y'all follow me? You got me on that? All right, carry on.
Dot, Dow Jones on the 2s.
Now I'd be adding to that position
NASDAQ.
because now he's turned into a double dot situation here. We got the green power dot coming out of there. We're king timing, and I got a green dot right here. So I'd be adding to that position again, and look at my new target, right? Now I would have adjusted my target. I pull this one out here, down in. I've added to my position. I got one out. I got one right here. Okay. See how that goes.
On the 5s. Fib dot. Dow Jones on the 5s.
Now it's a blue dot. Add to position. I'm just watching this one. He's probably going to take another play, looks like. It's going up into that position, looks like. I wish I could zoom this in. I can't really zoom in.
Fib dot.
There he goes. Into the target.
J hook short.
See that? Now, mind you, look. This doesn't look like very much, and it's because of the zoom. I mean, he's got a little bit of a... You know, we're zoomed out a little bit, but look, that is a big play. I don't know, you probably can't tell because it's just the way that he's recorded this. He's got a 4K or high resolution screen, so all this is not very high res on what we're doing here right now, but that is a lot of ticks up to there. It doesn't look like very much, but it is. Yeah. I hope you can see that, right? Like that turned into is a great play out of that spot. Timing, everything there, adding to position. You got a blue dot up top as well right here. Blue dot down here off of a wine line. I mean, just a lot of things. And you got longs favorable because across the board, it's really long. Anyway, there's a lot of critique on that, I know, but that's free money left on the table, in my opinion.
Pattern. NASDAQ. Delta cell building.
It goes all the way in it. Bing, bing, bing. Here's the target.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the MACD. Fib dot. Yes, on the 1s. Fib dot. Not fib dot. Russell.
Okay. So right here, we are starting to shift. Now the background colors of YM is red. We got slim red. All of these are shifting to red. So this is a case where the leader was an NASDAQ, and now I've got a red HMD right there. If you wanted to take the short right here, we could. Now it's pretty darn close. This is a scenario, people ask me this all the time. Would I take that as an HMD? I would, because my risk is still very small. I can still stop out right above it. Am I going to go all in on this position? No. Can I do a quarter position toe in the water? Yes. So that's a nice little red HMD. We now are shifting. We've got the red MACV here. This is now, these are shifting to the red. It's an opportunity right here. We're in the zone. We're on the outside of the king timing line. This is an HMD play, you know, tapping short. T1 is on the menu. Yeah, so just a thought right there.
On the 2s.
Again, I'm all over NASDAQ.
Dow Jones
I love
on the
NASDAQ,
2s.
so, all right, what did he just say? Another HMD with red fib dot after king timing. Look at the move. Okay, he's just saying red. Oh, he said HMD. I'm sorry. I was about to critique him. I'm like, hold on, bro. You got an HMD. Yeah, HMD right there. And short. Yeah.
Fib dot. Russell on the 5s. Fib dot short.
Whoa,
Delta
there she goes.
building.
Oh, man. Look at her go, baby. I mean, do you love that? If you love that, type of 1 in the chat. If you're an ICT student, type of 2 and go fix and do. That's good eating right there, I tell you what.
Delta harmonic pattern. ES on the 3s. Fib dot. Russell on the 2s. Delta by long. Look for long.
Okay, so now across the boards, what are we now? Well, now all of our markets are red. So inside of our Discord channel chat, it would be telling you Ultimate, MACV Ultimate would be saying red across the board. You now have red, 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 all 4. So MACV Ultimate is telling you now your big plays are to the short side, right? So fingers over the short side for the big plays. Now again, can you scalp to the long side? Yes. Take T1 to the long side? Yes. Everybody's shaking their head? Yes. Yes, you can. All right, carry. Okay, first thing I'm seeing right now, my eyeballs are going over here. Can you tell why? I'm approaching a big, fat spaced king timing. So you might be thinking, how do I choose between that one and this one? Right? Because I have a king timing over here approaching as well. This is a nice example right here. Which one is closer? These are narrow. That means, well, and this one is larger. You see the distance in this? It's basically just measuring the distance from here to here and here to here, very, very close together. So this is a narrowed zone, right? We're expecting a bigger distribution leg out of the wider zone. It's very simple, right? So I'm going to be looking at this one before I'm looking at this one. Make sense? So I'm looking right here, and I want to see a play setup come off of this king timing. Carry on.
Harmonic pattern, yes, on the ones. Delta Phi building. Fed dot, Dow Jones, on the long. Look, Delta cell building. Harmonic pattern, Dow Jones, on the twos.
Okay, so is that HMD up there? No, it's too far. So see, that one's too far. We wouldn't want them closer. Sorry, I was just looking. Kind of a little bit hard to see just because of the way this is recorded.
Fed dot, Dow Jones, on the twos.
Not full screen. 4K on a 1080p, tough.
Fed dot, NASDAQ, on the fives.
Who knows, maybe one day we'll stream in 4K. Alright, hold on. He just said, do not trade anything alone. A dot is not a strategy. It is when you combine it with other strategies such as harmonics. Alright, he's making a note. He's like, I am ignoring that dot. I see it there, but he's thinking about it. He's like, I'm trading nothing alone. Props, brother, props.
Harmonic short. Look,
Le proboscis, meaning the nose. Hey, Mr. Nose, is the favorable direction based on higher time frames? It seems to lag MACV and ALGOMATRIX. Yes. Your point?
Fed dot, Delta Phi build harmonic pattern. Yes, on Fed dot, Russell, on the twos. Long, look for long. Fed dot, Delta cell building.
HMD plus blue power dot. This screams money. Oh yes, look at that. Oh yes, he's right. Blue power dot inside of, it looks like a shark. Is that a, I can't really tell because there's little things in the way. But yes, either way, it is definitely a PRZ. Is it the high? I don't know. All right, let's lay it. It is technically going against all the MACVs, so he might be thinking he might be double guessing.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the fives.
But it looks like she's good for
harmonic
T1
pattern.
for sure.
Yes, on the ones.
Alright, headshot was late to take, and it was after large timing. Oh, okay, he was complaining that he missed the headshot there. Okay, it's all good. It happens. Don't have to be perfect to be profitable.
Long, look for long.
here in this double king timing. Oh yes, he's seeing the double king timing. Good eye. Double king timing. And the harmonic was formed. I'm looking for either a cross to take a PRZ cross or a dot in HMD. Therefore, I add more confluence. Okay, yep, he's seeing it. He's salivating at the mouth here. He's like, I got a juicy spot right here. I want to take any setup right here. Also has
Delta
the confluence
cell
of a higher time
long.
frame.
Look for long.
Yes, he
Harmonic. Delta cell order filled.
Boom, shark back.
Harmonic pattern. Dow Jones.
Is that a shark? I can't see again. I'm trying to do this. He's got a 4K screen. I'm trying to do this on 1080p here. Cross showed up, but by mistake, I opened a long instead of a short. Oh no! Classic mistake. Oh, bro, hit the wrong button. See, folks, this is why you got to practice. Okay. Amateur hour. All right, amateur stuff. You literally hit the wrong button. That should be a short. It's a back, right? Instead of a short. Plus, there was a huge green delta. Oh my word. Oh, that is so tough. Literally hits the wrong button, folks. This is why I tell you, hover your mouse over. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. If your mouse speed is too high, you will die. One more time. If your mouse speed is too high, you will die. Listen, I have an entire video around how to tune your mouse with 1,000 polling rate and a low refresh rate and a low sensitivity setting for a reason. You don't slip click on stuff like this. You are throwing money down the drain because you can't control a mouse? All right, carry on.
On the twos or reversing position. Short. Look for a short.
Throwing money in the garbage, but there it is. He's still making money on it.
On the ones.
Oh man, beautiful.
Order filled. Delta by building.
That's right. Yeah. Listen, all of that was free money thrown away right there. He's hitting it. He hit the wrong button. He knows he should have hit red and he hit green. Thank you, Curtis. Curtis just provided for you guys in the link in the description there, or in the chat out there. He posted a link to the mouse settings and optimization video. Yeah, slip click. Naughty, naughty.
Delta cell building.
There's some good plays there.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the fives. Short. Look for a short. Fib dot. Nasdaq on the delta cell build. Fib dot. Fib dot. Nasdaq
Okay,
on the
double
wave.
red dot. Yes, I'm taking it. Okay, he's got double dot short into a PRZ. I like it. Large king timing. Yes, he's in between large and king. Boom. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But I don't know why he's not already in it. We needed to be in a lot closer than that, but I think he's about to hit the button short.
Fib dot. Yes. Fib dot. Nasdaq on the target filled.
That hurts me, bro. Look how far behind that is. Oof. 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 Oh, that hurts me, bro. And this is on the fives, but this is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes, again, these are moving at such high, like so fast, you got to bump up. But even here on the fives, if you're missing it, you know, it's your practice. You gotta get those. Free money. Free.
Delta order harmonic pattern. Nasdaq on the fives.
Yeah, you kind of botched that one. That's alright. Like I say, you don't have to be perfect to be profitable, but you need to improve.
Fib dot.
So this is a scenario where, look, if you mess that up and you're in market replay, and again, I don't want you to do this while you're doing a recording for me, because then it's going to reset your numbers and all this stuff. Can't even see that. I can't even read that because it's 4K. But you can rewind. Okay, rewind. Run that again. Rewind. Play that again. Rewind. Prepare yourself. See what you could have done with that if you had been ready. All right, you're in there. You're in the middle. You should be ready to go. You got one red dot. If you get a second one, boom, you should be snapping your finger on that button. Pop, pop, pop. That's an easy little drop there for target 1, target 2.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the fives. Fib dot. Nasdaq on the fives. Long. Look. Fib dot. Russell on the fives. Fib dot. Fit dot. NASDAQ on the MACD. Fit dot. Down. Fit dot. With long. Look for long.
That's going to be a tricky one. NASDAQ is looking very tricky right there. So you want to get short right there, but it's very tricky. You have to keep your stop very, very tight on that.
Yes.
But I'll be dipping my toe in the water for this short here. Got pink dot over here. Got pink dot here. Got
Fit dot.
red dots
NASDAQ
here.
on the wave. Long. Look for a long. Fit dot. Dow Jones on the MACD. Harmonic pattern. Dow Jones on the Tuesday.
I think everybody saw that one, right? You guys saw that one, type of 1. If you didn't see that play, type of 2. You got it,
Fit dot. Russell on the Tuesday.
Okay, we're approaching king timing on NASDAQ. Kind of out here in the open over here, but if he comes up, if we come up with a play here, I would still want to take it. We've had that previous big green scenario. I have not seen a red to shift it. Double cross, double move, double cross, double move. I would be getting short right here. Hold up. All right, so double cross, double move. Just, that is a juicy, juicy. Double cross, double move right there. One of the biggest play opportunities right here. Measure from here to here, here to here, pow, pow, target down here. That is looking real juicy. Now we're real close to the top of that scenario here. Toe in the water on the first one. Remember 2 try rule. All of the normal things. If you're a double cross, double move player, these should be natural to you. You've played so many of them, you should be natural. Let's see if this plays.
Fit dot. Russell on the Tuesday.
Okay, so we're gonna stop out on the first try. So now, what should he do? Okay, so on this first play, it stops out to the short side right above the double cross, double moves. We already, because we have our auto draw, right? You don't even have to draw your horizontal line there. Everybody get that? Type of 1. Yes. If you don't understand why it's drawing an auto line for you, type of 2. But auto line's right there. So you know if that price breaks back through this line, what am I doing? I am plus 1ing it. Right? Basketball players, you got a foul on the first play and 1. Right? Y'all remember back in the 90s we had those shirts that were like and 1. You know what I'm saying? Boom, and 1. So if the first time I stopped out and I was on 2 contracts, I'm pushing back in, what am I doing? 3 or more. 3 plus. Okay, we're thinking ahead. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern.
Right. Okay, I see his play. This is good. Okay, he looks over there on the right. What does he see? He sees a double dot, headshot, double cross. A little bit of a tricky play, but good play right here. Good call. Good call. I like this play. I would take this all day. Stop's going to be underneath your crosses. You got the big play to the top side. I love it. I'm down with that. Good play.
Air filled. Delta cell build. Fit dot. NASDAQ long. Look for long. Delta cell building.
You guys know my feeling. I'm fiddling around with your stops. I went over that last week. Right? I don't think you should fiddle around with your stops.
Fit dot. Yes. On the one.
Targets, yes. Not so much on the stops. Rather press the forward
Fit
button
dot.
if you're wrong.
Not fit dot. Yes. Harmonic pattern. Yes. Fit dot. Target filled.
Target right there.
Harmonic pattern. Russell on the Tuesday. Fit dot. NASDAQ on the 5s.
He's playing a little scared right there.
Fit dot. NASDAQ on the 5s. Fit dot. NASDAQ on the 5. Harmonic pattern. Russell on the 5s. Order filled.
Not sure about that one. Still be holding on to the right side. Doesn't hit the hinder on the faking.
Fit dot. Dow Jones on the 2s.
Good play. Good concern. Only longs favorable. Yeah, longs, it's green across the board. So I'd be, if I had to choose between those two, Oh, wait, hold on. No, bro. What's he talking about? You can't compare this. That's the ES. This is RTY, bro. He even tricked me out. He's like, oh, no, I was scared because of that right there. Bruh. Bruh. Come on now. Hold up. Where's my bruh thing? F.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Dot. NASDAQ on a MACV.
Headshot, headshot. I would be trying that one more time, bro. Press the long button, bro. Press that button right there. Press it. Press it. Press the button. Press it hard. Oh, now he sees it. Headshot long with MACV green, ALGOBOX green for comp. Yeah, brother. Press that button, baby. Press it. Press it.
NASDAQ order filled.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, y'all, listen. We are playing a video game. Play it like you're trying to play a video game. You cannot be sitting there. This is not that game where you like have bullet time. What was that game where you could like move in slow motion? What is it about you guys? You're all damn slow motion people. Look.
Delta sell order.
Bro. Fast forward. Press the 5 button and jacked up the minute. What minute were we on in that one? I don't even know. It was a headshot. I don't even know where we were. That was a hit.
Long. Look.
Far back.
Fib dot. Yes. Fib dot. Fib dot. NASDAQ on the 5s. Fib dot. NASDAQ.
That was the one he got scared.
Filled. Fib dot. NASDAQ on a MACV.
Yeah, that resilience indicator is definitely a good indicator. I'm trying to sell that stuff or something else. It's like, dude, do y'all want me to create an indicator called brilliance instead of resilience and like rename the tick and trend and just call it brilliance? Is it are kids so dumb today? They're buying NFTs and they're buying names. So like Matthew J. Cowart has now named a new I heard he launched a website today called is it Rocket Tutor? Rocket Farter? Something about tooting rockets. So the Rocket Tutor app that he's got has something called Resilience, but I just think it'd be funny. Name one called Brilliance, and then actually just told everybody that, bro, it's the NASDAQ tick and the ES tick, bro. Like, stop trying to con people, scumbag. Yeah, really should.
Fib dot. NASDAQ.
Do I swing trade? Swing trading is for losers. No, don't swing trade.
Order filled.
Okay, so he's in. Yeah, pretty far behind that one.
Long. Look. Fib dot. NASDAQ on Fib dot. Harmonic. Delta cell building.
Boom. All right, so that one played out, and yes, I think somebody in the room had called out Charles. Good call on that. So got the double cross, double move scenario. I think he didn't take it though. Why? Because remember, we got that PRZ right there, so you got to be a little careful. The first play is not a play, but the lines right there drawn, as that broke right through, what should we be doing? This is your first entry on this one. It's a good question right here. People love the double cross, double moves. Can you take this double cross with that red box right there? No. right? You don't want to play that because you've got that there. It's basically needs to be treated like a PRZ cross and you're looking to the short side. But when we break back through it, we are not inside that box anymore. Can we take this to the long side right here? Can we take that long play as we break back through that level? Yes, please. Check, please. And then you just ring up that, where'd it go?
Here comes the money. Money, money, dollar, dollar.
No.
Harmonic pattern, Russell. Order filled.
Okay. A little bit tricky on that. I would still have half off that one. Remember, diamond is the weakest harmonic. Everybody write it down. Diamond is the weakest harmonic. Okay, so if you're gonna bail on that, at least half position. I wouldn't bail on the whole thing for cracked at Fortnite. Hi Vinny, would you be able to trade with ALGOBOX on say Starlink internet connection, or would the latency be too much? You could. It doesn't matter necessarily the I mean, it just depends. I mean, you would just trade a higher time frame. Everything is adjustable, Harry. First of all, I don't think that Starlink is necessarily more delayed. Again, I don't know enough about it, but you can test your specific latency on it. And remember, you do not have to get in milliseconds. This is not HFT here. We're not high frequency trading. We are algorithmic trading. We are just letting the tools do the work. We're letting them quantitatively show us where our edge is, and you can bump up a high time frame. So I have a video for you. If you are really genuinely asking about question, then you want to check out the video that says scale any time frame. Look up this scale any time frame, ALGOBOX. So what you would do then, if you were concerned about your delayed speed, then instead of trading the 1s and the 2s, then you literally just double those and you start at like the 4s. And even if you had a few seconds delay, it won't matter because you're entering in a section that is got plenty of time for you to get into the position. Okay, slightly more risk, but slightly more reward as well on your plays if that were the case. Again, every individual situation is a little bit different, but if you're asking me advice, what I would be personally doing is I would just bump up positions. In fact, same scenario here where he's trading on NQ, he knows that he could be behind because
Delta cell building.
So he's bumped his time frame up so that he can compensate for the speed if you're going to be behind type of scenario. All right.
Delta cell building. Delta cell building. Short. Look for a short.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, Mr. Barry.
Fib dot. Master.
Sal M says, so is this based on harmonics? That is one of our structures, one of them. There are harmonics here, but to say, is my whole system based on harmonics? That would be a little bit of an insult, I'll be honest. Do we use harmonics? Absolutely.
On the map view.
They're like auto-drawn structures, and I do believe in my strategies, you need, I don't say you need, but I desire a structure. I want to know what the structure is. Again, most technical people are trading strategies as it is, are trading structures as it is. Like if you're a technical and you don't have ALGOBOX, what are you trading? You're trading pennants, flags, channels, wedges, blah, 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 blahs, right? Those are structures. You still need to know structure if you're trading technical analysis. We have technical analysis with flow, big time flow. We're all about a lot of flow. That's what our cross is. That's what our delta does for us. Order flow at a different level, unlike any other system that's out there. And I'm actually saying that, not just to like blow fluff, like all these other turds always say stuff. They don't mean it because they can't back anything up they ever say. All right, he said 6 trades completed, and there he is on the day. Let me see if I can read how much his P&L is. I hope he zooms into it because I cannot read that for the life of me on my 1080p screen here that I'm streaming with you guys on. Let's see, how much did he do here? Count 6 trades because the reverse trade. Okay.
Fifth off, Dow Jones, on
560. Oh, 585. Okay, I was like 5,800. I was like, I don't think he made that much. Okay, 500, folks. Even then, he did not. Was he perfect? No. Did he hit the 500 target? Yeah. So again, this is great. Again, this is a student who's working his way through. And how do I get my camera there back? Yeah. So again, 5 trade paper. If you guys haven't seen this, you guys can get one of these. Millionaire has these printable now, or not printable, but deliverable to you. Where's my button? Here we go. Look at this beautiful thing. I mean, my original one I did of these, I printed out myself, and I think I made it in paint. Look at this guy. We got pros in our room here now. Look at this glossy print beast right here, $500. So remember, our minimum target in our room that we are targeting is 500. Now, a lot of people love trying to troll me. Oh, Vinny says he's guaranteeing you're going to make 500 bucks. No, I'm saying if you are targeting anything less than 500 with our system, it's a little bit silly. I feel like you're kind of wasting your time. Like, you may as well target 6 figures. Yeah. Otherwise, what are you doing with your time? I mean, that's my personal opinion. And I'm entitled to it. Quite a lot of people do quite well with that. There you go. And there it is. So he hit, let's look at the rest of his stats here. He hit 585. 66% profitable. Look at that profit factor. Winners 2.65 times the size of his loser. I said loser. 6.5 times the size of his losers for the winners. That right there is the winning combination. Well done, my friend. Ladies and gents, we have been here for an hour. I love you guys. I will catch you guys in the morning. For me, Hippie, Robbie, Lunchbox, Bossbox, Quarters, G! The rest of the gang, I am sitting out of the big town. Hey, Jigsaw. Look. You. And you too, ICT. See ya!
Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You can go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down.
Systems online. You have entered our virtual trading floor, verifying your clearance and access levels. Access granted. You may proceed at your own risk. Welcome to Vinny's live chat room. I will now walk you through setup. Please be patient, keep your eyes on the monitor, and pay close attention to us.
So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보던 좋아할 거야. We're so tough, let's get it, show you out. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You can go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. 난 멈추지 않아. We go hard. We pop stars. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You can go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down.
This is everything. The glitch mom, Mako, the word alive. It's Bobby, by the way. Let's get it.
Welcome to the world, no hero.